right, so I'm going live here on the Facebook group and live here over on Instagram, so we can start talking about the Life Reset program. Now, I wanted to do an info session because, reading a sales page, going on a website, even like seeing posts pop up, throughout the days and the weeks and the whatever about something, it's not the same as getting like a bit of an energy check, a vibe check, and a gauge on, is this thing for me? We are inundated on the internet with all the stuff we could do, should do, might do, have to do, blah, blah, blah. And I really wanted to bring it back down to the humanity of it all. Like, this is a program, this is a service to help you love your life, to help you live more in alignment, to help you not just be working on yourself all the time, but truly, genuinely having that deep sense of faith and trust that like, I'm doing the stuff that matters to make my life the way I desire it to be. And such a key piece of this, and I'm going to answer questions and I'm going to go into detail and I'm going to like share as much of my heart, soul, and expertise as I can in this so that you have full confidence and faith and trust in everything, whether this yes is for you or no isn't for me, or yes but next time. Like, I want you to have that and hold that so am I ready for the Life Reset program? So if you're seeing me live, yes, emojis, saying hello. Hey Ellie, how are you doing? I know you're going to have awesome questions about the Life Reset. So when we get to that section, please blow up the comments, or maybe I'll answer all your questions and then you can just celebrate with how good this all sounds. Now, what I want to make clear is this isn't really a conversation about me and my program, even though we're going to be talking about it and answering questions. This is a conversation about you and the quality of your life. And if you're in a position to actually take on the commitment to doing some work in your life. And a huge piece that I've been contemplating today, because I was thinking about, what am I going to say in the info session? Lots of people need to hear. Maybe they're like, yes, 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 I'm on board, I'm ready for a life reset. Or maybe they're like, do I even need one? Why was I drawn here to this conversation, to this call, to talking about this program? Like, what I really want to emphasize is, so many things, and we'll get there in a second. But the Life Reset is not just for people who think, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. We don't have to wait until we're at rock bottom. We don't have to wait until, 9 out of 10 things in our life have blown up, gone to shit, or are just really freaking hard. We don't have to wait, just before we do something big, like go into business or move country or start dating or get a divorce. Like, we don't have to wait for this like tower moment in our life to go, okay, I need to do something different. So your life reset can be because of one of those reasons. Like, you're at that pinnacle point of like, I'm gonna, jump, trust the universe to catch me, do what I need to do, faith, trust, in flow and fully committed because I have to be. And you might be in a position where you're like, my life is good. My 9 out of 10 things are great. And yet I need a shift. I'm called to a change. I'm ready for a next level that maybe I can't language at the moment what exactly that is. I've definitely had both in my life. Those points where I've literally left the country, left job, sold all my furniture, put the rest in my mum's, storage at her place, and left the country for years. Sometimes we need the big shift, the big change, the big leap. And then actually now in my life at the moment, and what's actually come up more often than not over the last few years, is me realizing that what I needed wasn't to like start again or start from rock bottom or whatever, But somehow life had gotten a little bit stagnant. And I hear this in my clients all the time. It's like, we've done so much work. We've embraced so much growth. We've made so much changes. And it's not that I need the big stuff anymore, but there's a level of stagnancy, or even simply like this creeping uncertainty of like, what am I doing? I want something different. I want a bit of a change. I feel this urge, this yearning, this moreness, but I don't quite know how to go for it because it's not the huge kick in the butt that I'm used to. Or I don't feel like I've been pushed into it because my life isn't burning down around me. So there are, not these big life influences or catastrophes that are impacting a life reset. But there is this yearning and urge for newness, for freshness, for maybe even a different kind of way of being in life. Both of those paths, both of those reasons are great reasons to step into the Life Reset program, to step into saying, I'm ready and willing to change, whether that's micro or macro. And whether it is micro or macro, being with other people doing that sort of work is essential. Being with someone who's not only done it a million times themselves, and not just through moving country, but losing weight. I lost over 25 kilos. Getting in and out of relationships. Yeah, done a few of those. I've written books. I've left my teaching career. I've stepped into business. I've pivoted my business. I've done a lot of stuff where I needed to reset my life. And I was thinking about this today, and let me know if this resonates. Like, let me know if you're feeling this. This is kind of a bit of an example, an analogy, I guess, for, life's reset. Have you ever felt the urge or the need to rearrange your bedroom or rearrange your office? It happens to me all the time. I get this calling to, just freshen the energy, freshen the space. There is a part of me, my intuition, that knows that when I can change my environment, it can be more conducive to the other changes I want to make. And normally when I want to clean up my office, it's because my focus has gone in my work, or I'm feeling a little bit scattered, or I don't know what my direction and purpose is. And by changing my environment and changing my space, I am recommitting to a new chapter, to some new growth, to a bit of a shift in myself, in my life, and where I'm heading next, because all of these little things matter. And I feel like a life reset is that same way. We work on changing the environment, which has an impact on how you're acting, how you're thinking, how you're responding, and all of that has a beautiful impact on where you're heading and how you're getting there. This is powerful stuff. And that is one of the things I want to emphasize with the Life Reset. It's like, whether it's the small stuff, the environmental changes, the refreshing your energy, the getting the recommitted, refocused on your path and on your purpose, or if you are like many of my clients when they first start working with me, taking a big leap, changing career, stepping into business, embracing a health journey, or re-engaging with a health journey. So it can be these big things or these micro things. And a Life Reset, and the way I run the Life Reset program, works to support you in all of that. Because it's not about the what, it's about who you're being and how you're being. And throughout the whole program, and I'm going to get to the details in a moment, but remember, you can also ask questions, is when we really get to the heart of it, it's not the details that matter. It's the support. It's the feeling seen. It's the being heard. It's knowing that there is someone in your corner the whole time, that you don't have to walk this alone. Because the biggest part of change that is scary and that is hard and that gets us stuck is the internalized belief that at the end of the day, we have to do it alone. And if it doesn't work, we've let ourselves down, and all these fears that can start to come up. Think about any time you've started something and not finished, what has gotten in the way? It's probably eventually the wearing yourself down over time, either through not replenishing, not feeling supported, not knowing what to do next, talking yourself out of it, or maybe even undermining the reason you're doing it in the first place. That is not something you have to worry about whilst in the program, because you are going to be supported every week. And depending on what level you enter in, that can be every day. So it's big stuff. It's transformational stuff. I did write a million notes and I haven't looked at any of them yet. So let's have a look at what I wanted to emphasize to you. I think I sort of covered a little bit that when we want a life reset, it can be specific. I want to do this thing. I want to change this habit. I want to embrace this particular job, journey, relationship. Or it can be something a little bit less tangible. That energy shift, that embracing of a newness, the stepping up and into a next level. So if you fit into either of those categories, a very specific change, pop A into the comments and let me know what that change is. What are you wanting to reset, to get, to receive, to be, to do? Or if you're in the B category and you just get this sense that you want to reset, refresh, refocus, put a B in the comments. And if you're sensing it's a bit of both, like there is something you want to focus on, but you also know there's going to be a beautiful ripple effect, which is going to happen for all of you anyway. Maybe you put A and B. I'm very curious to see who is being drawn to this, called to this, and where you're at the moment. So in that first sort of half, part one, I was really talking about the emotional, energetic, need and drive and yearning and investment for the Life Reset program. And like I was saying at the start as well, and I want to rehash it just a little bit, a life reset isn't when you're down in the dumps, when everything sucks, or when you're about to do the biggest, boldest thing you've ever done in your entire life. That can be why you embrace a life reset, because you realize this is a pivotal moment in my timeline. This is a pivotal moment in the history of me, and I want to make sure that I'm showing up as my best so I can do my best and I can navigate this with ease and grace. We've all been thrown in situations in our life, professionally or personally, where how we showed up is the thing that made it successful, or how we showed up is kind of the reason why it all went to shit. So why I created the Life Reset program and specifically focused on the area of transition in our lives and me helping you through a transition in your life is because it's the most important moment. Well, second most important. The most important moment is the moment you decided to change. And whether that's your career, your relationship, with yourself, with a partner, with food, with a habit, with a hobby, or when you woke up and said, I don't quite know what I need, but I know I want different. That was the most important moment. And then the next moment, the next most important sort of part of this journey is how you navigate through. The Life Reset program is 3 months. It's me helping you navigate. It's me helping you show up in the way you want to show up. It's you getting support, you getting seen, you getting heard. And before I lose my voice ranting, I'm going to ask and answer some of the questions I think you might have. If I don't answer your questions, please put them in the comments. If you see this on the replay, put them in the comments and then tag me or DM me or reach out. Please get your questions answered, because more than the Life Reset program being good and great, because it is, that's not the question here. The question is the the Life Reset program for you, for now, for what you need and what you want and what you deserve and desire? That's the real question. So hopefully my answers and the questions and the details I'm going to give, a little bit of an FAQ, can help you. Who is the program for is the first one I want to answer. Anyone wanting to change their life. Anyone wanting support in that journey. Who knows it's not just about having a goal and taking massive action, but it really, really matters how you go about it. This is for you. It's for anyone who's realized they can do it alone, but they don't want to do it alone. It's for everyone who has woken up to the fact that life can be better. Life deserves to be better. And life isn't something you have to put up with. And so you're like, let's do it now. Why wait? Why wait to 2025? Why wait till I'm retired? Why wait until, some other external marker? Why wait? My time is now. Let's do this. What type of transformations can you expect? Well, a lot of transformations. But the type of transformations you can expect are you working towards your goals, but you feeling more emotionally regulated on the journey, you feeling supported, and from that place of feeling supported, you actually feel more safe in your body, and you feel more safe to go for the things that you want to go for. That when you have an idea and inspiration, it's no longer like a challenge or a freak out. It's a freaking invitation to more joy and more fun and more ease and more grace. You're going to see you actually taking action. You're also going to notice those emotional, spiritual, personal benefits. You will not be the same person on the other side, because it's not just about you doing something. It's about you becoming the someone who does those types of things. And that's the most important part. Now, one of the questions that I've already received about the Life Reset program, so obviously I'm going to cover it here as well, is like, what is the level of support like? Hey, Madison. So there's 2 levels of support in the Life Reset program, and I want to emphasize one is not better than the other. It's just, how do you learn, grow, be supported the best? The first level is the group. So you step into the Life Set. I've said this title so many times, it's lost all meaning. The Life Reset program. You step into the group. You get, our support. We've got a group, we've got a community. So you step into the group, we have our weekly group calls, you've got your support, we've got the community, you can reach out and ask for help. It is a perfect space if you know that it's the environment, the community, and the continually being plugged into what you're doing and this new timeline and this new path and this new focus. The group is a great place for you to be. Now, the other path, the other, entry point to the Life Reset program, if this suits you more, is the group plus one-to-one. Now, the one-to-one portion of this is voice coaching, and that's available to you Monday to Friday. So you listen to a call, you have an amazing aha, or you have a trigger or a block or something you want to work on, you can send me a voice note and I'll support you Monday to Friday. This is awesome if you're the type of person who switches on quickly, learns quickly, acts quickly, and has the time and space to have that kind of back and forth. And if you wait for the end of the week to ask a question on a call, you might forget, you might have 10 other things you want to talk about, or simply you don't want to bring your stuff to the table in a group setting. The group plus one-to-one will be a perfect entry point and pathway for you. So that's why I created the 2 types of access to the Life Reset program. Not because one's better, but because people are different. So choose your path based on who you are as a person, the type of support you want, you need, and actually works for you. What are the prices of those 2 paths is probably the next question. If you step into the group, it is $800. That's everything. The entire 3 months, all of the support, you get the replays, you keep the content, it is yours for as long as it's available online. So that just means as long as I'm in business, and it's only $800. If you want to do the group plus one-to-one, because that's your vibe and your style and how you want to rock and roll with me, it is $2,000. So Monday to Friday, one-to-one support, voice note me, get support when you need it, where you need it, and how you need it, only $2,000. Both of those have payment plans. You can have the standard 4-month payment plan. There is a 9-month and a 12-month. I wanted to make it accessible, so whichever path is meant for you, whichever path works for you, you get to choose. When do we start working together? So the Life Reset program officially starts October 28th. I say officially starts October 28th because that's when we kick off. There's, a lesson, we've got the group, we're starting to rock and roll. We're starting to learn, to grow, to take action, to do the healing and the dealing, whatever is needed. But unofficially, we start when you sign up. So every single person, we start the learning, the program, 28th of October. But for example, Madison, if you signed up tomorrow, the 28th of September, we would start working together tomorrow. What that looks like is getting clear on your goals, your aspirations, and what you need. Have a setup session, and that's for everyone, whether you've got the one-to-one or just the group level. Everyone gets a one-to-one face-to-face setup session, and then I will provide you with resources so you can start the journey. I don't want you to wait until the 28th of October if you want to start today. It's not exactly the same because we won't be starting the program, but you will be supported from the day you sign. Time of the live calls. Now, this is for people who go, I want to join, I know I'm in, and I'm curious, when are the live calls? When are we going to get together? I really wanted to think about, as much as possible, different time zones, different needs, and different circumstances people are in, and obviously when I can deliver to a high quality. So Sunday mornings is when our live calls are going to be. Now, I'm really committed to serving you and serving the whole group to the extent you need. So I've left a little bit of an open end on the timing of those calls. You show up at 9 a.m. Sunday with me. We talk about what needs to be talked about. We can implement different strategies, plans. You've got something that's come up and through. We can workshop it. We can work on it. We can talk about the lesson that week. I can give you more activities and exercises. More importantly, you are seen, you are heard, you are held, and you are helped. And if that's covered in half an hour, awesome. If it takes 2 hours, well, that's what we're doing because it's about serving you and the support you need. And if you can't make those live calls for whatever reason, you have access to all the replays ASAP. All right, let me look at my notes to see if there's any other questions I wanted to answer today. The program's for, transformations, types of support, the pricing, the payment plans, the timing of the calls. Ooh, let's have a look at this comment. Thank you. I'm so torn. I'm already signed up for courses 4 days a week, so it leaves me so thin. But I've seen your growth and would love to explore your program when I'm less at capacity. Okay, let me respond to that. So the first thing I would say is listen to your capacity and listen to what you need. I see two needs in that though. One is you are feeling called to this space. Sometimes we are, we sign up to something, we say yes to something, and then we become someone else on that journey and we're ready for something new. So that might be what's happening here. You might be ready to step into the Life Reset program, even though you've made those prior commitments. Also just check in and go, or is it just a heck yes next time? I don't have the exact dates for next time. It'll be sometime next year. The biggest thing I want to emphasize here, and this is a great opportunity, Madison, for everyone to really soak this in. For me personally, I really, really value spaciousness in my life, time freedom, adventure, travel, and not being like chained to my desk and not being like chained to personal development and self-help either, which might sound weird as a coach, but for me, it's really important that my life isn't just about being better or getting better or fixing myself. So I really am bringing the energy to this program. It's not about how much you can show up, is how much you're going to get out of this. You can transform from the 15-minute lesson that I'll be putting in every Monday. You can transform simply by being in a container of people who are like, I'm here to heal, grow, develop, reset my life in a very loving, spacious and compassionate way. This isn't about working harder. It is about finding out what works for you. If capacity and overworking and overburden and too muchness is a big thing in your life right now, you get to walk into the Life Reset program with like ease and grace, and I'm going to make this flow and freaking work for me as your priority. And in your setup session, And the resources I provided you personally will just be there to make sure that is how we go about it. I would hate for anyone to walk in with going, oh my God, this is draining me. This is taking up too much time. The whole point of this program and the way I'm planning it and going to be delivering it is I want you to be free to live your life, not chained to my program, not chained to me, not chained to the expectation of how this is going to go. So I just wanted to put that out there. Only roadblock is how much I already have going on. I do feel like maybe it's a sign that when you're ready for your next program, I'll be more ready within me to be part of it too. So sit with it, trust yourself. Also ask yourself, not what do I think I can handle, but what am I available to and what am I open to? And again, your answer might be next year. Your answer might be October. We start officially, as I already said, 28th of October. So you've got a whole month to decide which path you'd like to go down. If you'd want to do it this year, if you want to do it next year, there is no rush. There is no pressure. I am not a hard sell person. It's the invitation to go without my baggage, without my blocks, without my bullshit, which is a huge part of the Life Reset program is we like declutter some of that stuff or all of it, hopefully. And then you come to that decision. If you have any further questions or if you want to DM me, if you want to reach out, like now or before the 28th of October, feel very, very welcome to. Thank you. Yeah, this outlook of like, I value time freedom and like spaciousness and like love and compassion on this journey of personal development was not how I started. I was like, how much can I do? How much can I take on? Can I change everything in my life all at once to be perfect? No? Okay, let me go be depressed and devastated and still expecting myself to perform in that way. It's been a 180. It's been a big step into I need to be the way I desire to be. And there's like non-negotiable integrity in that. I can't make a program where people are going to feel, like just obligated. That is a shit energy to grow in. We want inspiration. We want compassion. We want like genuinely feeling grounded and supported. So that's what I'm bringing. That's what the program is. And that's your invitation as well. All right. Anyone on the replay, if you have questions, please pop them in. I am sure I have 10 million other things to say. So I am committing to either going live, making reels, or putting out posts that communicate the value and the depth and the richness of this. I believe that this 3 months, this is actually something I wanted to say. This 3 months of transformation, of life reset, of you stepping into the Eunice that you always thought you could be, but you didn't know how to, is going to be so amazingly magical, graceful, and easeful. I've had programs I've signed up to that I really wanted and genuinely really needed, but with a sense of dread. I'm not good enough. Oh my God, can I do this? Am I wasting money? Why am I, thinking that I can change? I have to be perfect from the start or else, blah, blah, blah. My commitment to you, we do this the easy way, the graceful way, the magical way, your way. All right, I do need to get off because this is going to act up again. I'll see you around on the internet. Reach out, let me know what you think. And if you want to sign up to the Life Reset, welcome in. Can't wait to work with you.